And we're live.
Yeah, Christmas episode, impromptu Christmas episode, actually.
Yeah, we don't know Christmas is coming.
Well, we usually record Friday. It's actually Saturday because it was busy last night. And then I thought, when I was texting you earlier, I thought, fuck, are we going to be able to get another one in before Christmas? Like, maybe Christmas Eve. So I was like, should we just make tonight the Christmas one just in case? So yeah, it's kind of an impromptu Christmas episode, but fuck it.
Yeah, man. I was thinking, if you could, it's a bit of a fucking cliche question and that, but if you could like time travel back to any certain point to relive it, and obviously you keep all your knowledge going backwards, but you have to relive from that point all the way forward. So, like, say if you went to when you were like 10 years old,
I'm going to be 10
you'd
years
just
old again in real
yeah,
time.
it would everything would undo, but you'd still have your knowledge, but you'd have to live from then. Based on where you are today and what you've got and who you're with and all that kind of thing, would you ever do it?
Oh, that's tough, man. Nah.
Yeah, because like you can't guarantee that you'll get your same missus and get your same family and situation and stuff, but you'd still know that you'd have the memories that you always did. So
Do you
it'd be like,
think, because we obviously have a bit of a past, let's say I take it and then I just randomly come up to you and just go and say, yo, listen to me, bro. I know, like, we don't speak, like, but I'm telling you, in 10, 15, 20 years' time, we're like boys, man. And I've gone back and I'm going to put loads of stock into this and I'm going to become rich, man. And I'm going to fucking sort you. Like, just, I know it sounds like bollocks, but I can tell you a few things about yourself. Like, ask me anything and I'll know. Like, I think I'd try and get you though, man. But like, do you think you'd be like, this guy's fucking nuts? Or you'd be like, yo, he's onto something, this kid.
yeah, just like you just buying like, yo, buy Bitcoin, I swear, man. I'm like, bro, I don't know you, man. What are you on about?
And then you get to like
Swear,
your
just
age now, see Bitcoin reaches 1 million or something, you're like, fuck, that kid from school, man.
yeah. That fucking weirdo with the long black hair. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was thinking about it. I was thinking about it earlier, man. I was just having a piss. I was thinking like, fuck, like I got a wife and a kid and a fucking house and everything. Like, I, you could try and go about it the same way, and but you'd be different people, man. Like if you fucking did just invest all in Bitcoin and become fucking a millionaire or billionaire,
Mm.
like they probably wouldn't be attracted to you the same, and all the situations wouldn't have played out the same.
And it wouldn't be the same. So, like, you've been with someone and married for like 10 years. Like, you went through all that stuff together. But if you have prior knowledge of that and then she's feeling that for the first time, you're like 10 years in and starting again with that same person. Like, it can't be the same. You'd have to literally be with someone else, I think, man.
Yeah, I think if you're just some bachelor with not much fucking investments yet, you know what I mean? You'd be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll go back.
Yeah, if you ask a crackhead in the middle of the street, they might want to go back to people that fucking took a loan out for the
Yeah.
first pipe.
Nah, they'll be like, yo, man, fucking get me back to an hour ago. I was buzzed. Should leave that
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I think everyone thinks about that. Like, I think it'd be good to sort of go back to school in certain parts of your life with the knowledge you have now, of course, because,
Yeah, you just fucking smash the rest of your life,
yeah,
wouldn't
you'd
you?
be like a little superhero, wouldn't you, really? Like, the confidence you'd have, the sort of like the way you talk to certain people and be like, I gotta put up with this fucking shit. Like, yeah, but if I have to go back and then live back for a real time and stuff, I think now at our age we might say no, but like let's say when you're like 16, you're like clinging on to like fuck, I want to be youthful and stuff again. I think you might want to take it more.
Yeah, yeah. It's that thing, man, of like pretend you're like 60, 70 years old now, but like pretend what you're living at the minute is a dream, but you're actually like 70 years old and just fucking crippled and can't move and just miserable. But today, you got to live just one day in like your 30-year-old body. Like your body now would feel fucking amazing to you at 70.
It would, yeah. And if
That's why
that's
you should.
true, man, me at 70, oof, it's got to be rough waking back up to that reality because I ain't in a good in shape 30.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. Like now you'd feel fucking amazing. That's why you should use it now to just get
Yeah.
fit and fucking invest in your body, man.
Yeah, I probably ain't gonna do it ever though.
Nah,
I'll just be 70
still
being crippled.
still working on getting out of bed.
Yeah, I'll go into that first. Once I get that out the way, then maybe I can start eating some fucking weights and then
Yeah, just thinking about getting back in bed.
yeah, like fuck me. I need out the way I'll do it is like because obviously like getting out of bed, swinging my legs out, just sleeping ankle weights, man, and then I'll just start getting ripped. Then just getting out of bed, like oh fuck me, that was a workout. That was.
Yeah, like fucking Moon Knight.
Yeah, just chatting myself up and yeah, it is a bit of a cliche question, but I think everyone thinks that goes back and thinks,
Yeah,
man, would I like do stuff differently and stuff like that. But yeah,
yeah. It'd be cool to go back and just live being a kid again, or just like you say, have infinite fucking knowledge. But I don't know if I'd want to
risk
sacrifice
everything
my
you have.
family now.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
if
because
you,
I'd still have the memory of them.
yeah, because obviously, like, you know, like you said, you got married, you got mortgage, you got a kid and stuff like that. Like, even the stuff now, like, I wouldn't say I'm thriving in life. I guess in some aspects I am. Like, I've got my own place, kind of, and, you know, I'm in a stable-ish job and that type of stuff. Like, I've got things on paper that, or when you're a kid, you're like, oh man, you're doing that. Like, I work from home mostly. Like, when I was a kid, that's the type of job I wanted. So, like, even though I'm not really now reflective, like when you look at it and think like, like this is kind of where I didn't want to be at this age, and maybe I wanted to achieve more. But like, I don't know, 50, you think if you spoke with like 15-year-old you and said like, I do this now and I've been there and I've done that, like you'd probably be okay with like, oh man, I got to do that or I do that now. That's pretty interesting, or whatever. So yeah, to then, you know, even if you do change your life up and go back and live it, like you might even make more mistakes because you maybe cocky or whatever, and then you might end up in a worse life than you are now.
Mm. Yeah, I think it's true. To be fair, like if I went to like 15-year-old me and just said, you know, one day you fucking get married and you have a fucking skyline, man. You have like 30 cars. You get to fucking Italy, France, like Japan, fucking America, everything. Like you own your own house. You're making this much a year. Like you're doing all right, man. At this age, I'd be
Yeah.
like, fucking yeah, man. Like that sounds like a good ride.
Yeah, it's probably something to do with like social media. Like I've been like on it a lot less. One part of it's obviously a conscious method to be like fuck social media and stuff, and two, just naturally, just because when you do go on there, like if you go on Facebook, whatever, you look on there for a couple of minutes, you're like, ugh, and you like almost pissed off with yourself or even click on it because like, what have I done this? Or why am I here? Like I don't give a fuck about any of this, and I'm looking at. So like, I think that has been a helpful sort of unplugging from that stuff, but. I think how I just said, you probably look around and think, I kind of wanted more for myself at this age and things like that. Like, I reckon a lot of that is because you look at like your peers and you see what they're doing, and it's easy to compare yourself. So, like, people growing up in that, like, you've got a son, like, it's only going to be worse. Whereas, like, you know, our dads, our parents, our grandparents, like, obviously that weren't a thing. And, like, if they're just working like a factory and a minimum wage, they're probably just happy with that because they've got nothing to compare it to because all the mates are probably that because you only know you're local. You don't see what someone that you went to school with is doing unless you hear about them, like in a pub, like, oh, you heard what Dave's doing now? Yeah, he works in France. Like, oh, what the fuck? Like, now you see the highlights of people going on holiday and they're probably in loads of debt, getting this brand new house and car and going on holiday all the time. But on paper, you look at it and think, fuck me, that person's successful and I was on the same path as them and now I'm just doing okay. Like, what are they doing? And it's like it's all fake, you know what I mean? It's all a facade, really. But like, it makes people feel shit. Doesn't for me personally, to be fair, because people are doing good, whatever, good for them. But I can see how it would have that effect on a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, it's just all it's all comparison, eh? Comparison's a thief of joy, ain't it? As they
As this
say.
Christmas episode, it just made me think then what annoys me about social media, same as like Valentine's Day, when people upload like a shit ton of presents on social media to be like, look what I got my kid or wife or whatever. I hate that, to be fair. Like it's good that you can do that and afford it and whatever, but like I fucking hate it. It's so like flaunty, man. Like you know what you do
Mm.
when you're posting that, you know what I mean? I hate that shit.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of that. I also don't like it when you meet like family a couple of days later or people at work and they're just like, "What did you get for Christmas?" And I think like it feels dead personal to me. I don't know why. Like it feels like I need to sell to them. like how well my wife did at buying me stuff.
I
You know what I
guess
mean?
so.
So I might say like I got a Steam Deck, you know what I mean? And to them that's like, oh, a little fucking game. But like to me that's a
It's
fucking well
thoughtful.
fitting. Yeah,
Yeah,
like it's a
it
well
was
fitting
perfect
gift.
for the time, weren't it? That as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like it's and I'm into games. It's quite expensive. Fucking like it's a perfect gift for me. But I gotta try and justify to you like
Yeah, you got
that
to
I got
prove
good
that your
stuff.
girlfriend's good. Like, oh, I'm telling you, she loves me. She got me this.
Yeah,
I think there's a little bit of that because I definitely feel that too. People say like, "Oh, what do you get someone, or what do you get for Christmas and whatever." But I also think you have something personal with that because you used to fucking hate it when I used to ask you what you had for tea, man. You wouldn't tell me. And I knew it would wind you up because you'd be like, "What you ain't got to ask me that, man." Like, but you're weird about people asking what you had for eat and stuff like that. So like, I reckon there's something in you that's like takes things like that personal. Like, why have I got to prove this? I've just had pizza, but if you said, "Yo, bro, what you had for tea?" You're like get defensive about it for some reason. I don't know why.
yeah. I don't know, man. It's too personal. It's like fucking. I don't know. It just feels like I need to like have a good answer. You know what I mean? If I
Yeah,
just
but
say, "Oh,
you
fucking
don't.
pot
You could,
noodle," it'd just be like,
yeah.
"Oh,
And then he was like, "Oh man, pot noodles." He's like, "I fucking like pot noodles, man."
yeah." But nah, it's just. I mean, like that's a weird personal one for me, but it is just look how much we fucking got. Like, look what I've been bought and this and that. And
Yeah, I
it
don't like
feels
it.
like just feels dead boasty
Yeah,
and
it's two in your face, isn't it? And it's not like, like I said, I don't really take it personally like myself, but I just think like I said, if and you know what, as well as a parent, like people that like their kids like have Facebook profiles and shit. And like, let's say you're a kid, you're like 8 to 10, which I don't think you should really be on Facebook anyway. But you start scrolling, then you see like your mates and all the presents that their moms posted and tagged them in like a Facebook. Like, got Jamie all these presents, whatever. I hope he has a good Christmas. I've worked hard for it, all that type of stuff. And then your dad and mom have just barely afforded you one. Like, it makes you just feel shit about your situation. Like, it's flaunting it, and it's like, on one hand, if you've earned it and worked hard, yeah, like you should fuck it, like be proud of that stuff. But I don't know. I just feel a little bit weird about it. I just think like you know what you're doing there. You know what I mean?
yeah. I drove past a few years ago. I was on the way back from work, man, and it was like 1 or 2 a.m. because it was quite a few years ago when I worked at Wetherspoon still. So I was driving home from Christmas Eve, like 2 a.m. So it was like Christmas Day in the morning, and I was going down this nice area, and I saw like on a driveway with a fucking bow on it, like just a brand new Mustang, man,
Oh,
like
fucking hell.
a fucking brand new one, and it had like a red fucking private plate on it, like Dino or something. So obviously the fucking parents had bought it for the
It's
kid,
always a
wrapped it up.
fucking Dino as well, eh?
Yeah, man. Dino the fucking druggie. Nah, but like I went down the road and I just went, bastard. I was like, fuck. I like instantly like just did a comparison of like, man, like you've got that fucking imagine how much money they've got and stuff. But
Yeah.
it only lasted a few seconds and then I just thought, you know what though? Like I'm just gonna wake up, I'm gonna be with my family, just fucking in the warm in pajamas, just opening gifts, like all smiling, just having a nice time. Like it properly ain't about the contents, man. It's just having the family time. I love it, I do.
And who knows, Boxing Day, Dino could fucking smash that into a tree and fucking die, you know what I mean? Like, fuck Dino.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does matter. Let me ask you this then. So I like Christmas. I'm unsure on your feelings about it and stuff, but how do you feel about houses decorated in Christmas lights?
I like it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, Christmas is my favorite day, man. Like the songs piss me off because I just don't like Christmas music. But like fucking Christmas lights up too early as well pisses me off. Like October, November. But genuinely, like on the day, I do love it, man. Just getting up dead early, just fucking proper tired because we've been on the night before. Just get a coffee, put the fake fire on YouTube on the telly, and just
cozy in
cozy
it.
there, man.
Yeah.
Just all be happy. It's all it's fucking about, man. I could literally just have empty boxes, you know what I mean? But just spending that morning, just like yeah, we ain't gonna fucking be anywhere. Like let's all just be happy, see what we've got, and enjoy it together, man.
Yeah, it's weird for me because, and I'll get on to stay tuned, everyone. My idea of what I like about Christmas lights, but for me, Christmas, it for a lot of people, it's about family and stuff, like you said. But like, I've barely ever spent it with my family. I used to go with my friend Joe, stay at his aunt's from like Christmas. Like, sometimes it might even be Christmas Eve. Most of the time, it was Christmas morning, like early. We'd drive to theirs, and then we'd be staying at their like nice big house, all their family. Um, yeah, sometimes until New Year, man. And like, even if I got nothing that Christmas, or so they'd get me things as well, which I was always grateful for. Like, they'd get me like little gifts here and there. Always made me feel like part of the family and stuff like that. And like, but even if I got nothing, it was just like, I look forward to that piece of the year because it was like, I know it's going to be just filled with just video games, hanging out with like friends, family. Everyone's off, especially even like back then, like people are off for work and stuff. So I know it's going to be fun. It's just going to be fun. Like it's about the sort of, yeah, just being around people, chatting. Like, I don't need presents. Like, I don't even feel like I need to buy presents. Like, I will because that's what you kind of have to do. And I like gift giving because if it's something I know, like, oh, they're going to be excited about that, or it's a good feeling when you thought of something thoughtful and you're like, I've smashed this out of the bag. You know what I mean? Like, this is going to be like an appreciated gift. That's a nice
Yeah,
feeling. But I personally, if it was genuinely up to me, I wouldn't have anything. Like, it ain't about that shit for me. But yeah, I
let's
like
not like
chilling.
let's not smoothly jump over your hate for receiving gifts. Let's not like just fucking woozy on past that one.
Yeah, I don't like getting gifts. It's too much. It's too much pressure. There's too much at stake in terms of. Ryan got me a gift a few years ago. Not for Christmas though, was it? It was for birthday.
Yeah.
Um, which we never do ever. And then one day he was like, "Yo, man," and like you even approached it like, "I've got to tell you something, man. Like you cheated on me or something." Like, "Yo, man, I got to tell you something. I've bought you a birthday present." Instead of being like, "Fucking hell, man!" Like, "Yeah, what is it?" I was like, "Why have you done this?"
Yeah, I just went, "Yeah, man, I'll get you a birthday present." You were like, "Fuck off, man." I was like, "No, I actually have." You were like, "Nah, nah, fuck off." And then you were just like, "Why have you done this, man? You've ruined the dynamic." I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
said,
"Bro, there's no pressure. I ain't gonna come back with like, yo, where's mine?"
yeah, but I said like you ruined the equilibrium. Never have to get you one. You can't just get me one and then I gotta be like, yeah, yeah. So now you're getting you in fuck all now. Like, I'm in your debt now. Like, I don't like it. I never liked it as a kid. Like opening presents in front of family and stuff like that. Like, I don't like it. It is pressure. Like, it's like because if I've asked for something like when I was a child or something and I opened it and it was a console, a Game Boy, like I showed last week or whatever, and I'm like, yes, there'll be genuine excitement and stuff like that. But if you just get me things like, oh, we all love this, and it's just random stuff, and it's it's like you're forced to like it, and I don't want to be forced to like it if I don't. But like I can't also be ungrateful, so I'd rather just not get. I'd put myself in that scenario and have nothing.
Yeah, you do it crazy, to be fair. Like, because for a few years, probably fucking 10 in a row, like we played games just Christmas Eve till like fucking 5 a.m. and you'd get your when you live with your parents, you'd get your presents in your room and just open them all at midnight, like on Christmas morning. So you never opened like anything around anyone for fucking years. You just did it in your room by yourself.
Yeah, when I was a kid, because I got four siblings, but like one of them, there's quite an age gap between the youngest. So like obviously she weren't around for a while. Um, so when I was really young and there was only my little brother, my older brother, my older sister, my mum used to get like the old fucking like VCR camera out with like the tapes in it, and she used to make us like walk down the stairs, and we had like allocated piles on the sofa. And there's video footage of like me being a kid and opening presents. There might even be footage of me opening my Game Boy. To be fair, it'd be interesting to see if that is somewhere. Um, but yeah, just knowing that like I was just there, and she was like, "Okay, let me get everything set up, and then I'll show you when you can all come down." I used to just think, "Fuck, just give my presents." You know what I mean? Like I hated that, and especially being on film, and I couldn't do that now. Especially if it was like, "Yo, come down, and we'll film you opening your presents." I'm like, "Nah, man, fuck you. I'd rather just not have
Okay,
any.
now.
Have them back."
Yeah, man. Like when I'm at Amy's, there's probably 15 people, like just all part of the family. Like there's like fucking seven of them as standard, and then fucking 90% of them have got like partners as well. So there's
Mm,
like 15, like just all opening gifts in the one room. And even in that pile of fucking people, I feel like I'm being like fucking watched opening my shit. Like
yeah.
you just, you feel like you just on CCTV or something. Like you just, no one's concentrated on anybody, but you just think like, yo, man, I've got to just bust a smile here and that because I'm being watched from somewhere.
Yeah.
It was a weird pressure, like being an only child for a few years, because it was kind of my day, just being the kid and like
Mm.
just one kid, two parents. So it was like, yeah, that was all on me, which even like was even fucking more tough because it was like two people, but I was the focus of the fucking attention.
Yeah, obviously I like to get things that were good for me. Like I said last week, my favourite thing I ever got was a Game Boy Color with Pokemon Red. That was big for me, man. But like Toffer got my big brother Toffer, he got a purple Game Boy Color with Pokemon Blue. And then I'd open my present and I'd watch like my little brother, my big brother and stuff opening their gifts like next to me. And when I'd see them get something that I know they'd like Toffer was into like wrestling figures, and when he'd get like the wrestling figures and like a big proper like ring to fight him with all like the Tabletron and stuff, I remember being like, whoa, like I was happy for them because I was like, that's a cool gift, and I know how much they would like that. So I got like a kick and enjoyment out of like people receiving cool things that like, it's not got anything to do with me. Obviously, it's nice when you're like, oh, I got the present I wanted too, but it was just cool to be like, oh, that person's going to enjoy that. I like that side of it, but yeah, I could happily, even for my birthday, I never gave a shit about it. Like presents, getting for me. If you get me a good one or a surprise one, it's like I know I like this or whatever. Then yeah, like obviously I'm grateful for it. But yeah, I don't like the pressure of you've got to like this because I'm watching you open it. Like I hate that, to be fair.
The thing that I hate is my inability to just show it outwardly. If
Yeah,
I get like, I can get something that's just fucking a 10 out of 10, like bang on, but just means something to me as well. And it's like proper deep gift. And like, I'll look at it, I'll open it and look at it and think, in my head, I'll be like, fuck, this is fucking amazing. But like, all that comes out is like, oh, cool. And then like, I'm like, in the moment, I'm like, react more, man. I proper love this, but I just can't get it out. And then I'm thinking they just think, oh, fuck, you don't like that much. But I'm thinking, yo, I do love it.
yeah,
I don't know where to tell them.
yeah. I'd rather give someone a gift than receive it. So, and I feel like if people don't know me and they heard me say that, like, yeah, bollocks, but like, it's true, innit? Like, you've known me for ages,
Oh,
man.
yeah, man.
I hate getting gifts. I don't know what it is. There's probably some fucking psychological thing there or whatever. But yeah, but going back to house being decorating Christmas lights, I like it, but subtly. I don't like it when it's over top. It goes from like noise and like, oh, that's like cool to look at to tacky very quickly. Like it has to be a fine line for me. I like it if they've got like a porch or a canopy and there's lights around that and that's just it. I don't like it when there's just like lights here and there. And it's just kind of like overstimulating. Like I think it just looks tacky, man.
Yeah, I like it to be just the warm white lights and just follow like the fucking lines of the house or something proper neat, like sharp,
Yeah,
and like
that's the
on the
clean.
fence posts and shit. But yeah, you do get the houses that are like got the Merry Christmas with the fucking sleigh on it and like a big snowman and candy canes everywhere, and you just think, fucking hell. But if like the whole street's like that, it's just fucking cool because you don't know what to look
Yeah,
at anyway, and the whole street's like all colourful and stuff. But I think the classy look is like just the warm whites, just following the edges and shit.
yeah, it's
But
clean.
yeah, like them, those overdone like tacky ones, you think like, yeah, man, that defo got seven
Yeah,
dogs.
they've just got. It's literally like they've just put. Where do I put all this? Let's just put that there, that there. There's no thought. They've just blasted it with Christmas shit rather than like,
Yeah,
oh, this looks nice here and like proper orchestrated out and that. But yeah, I think that looks very tacky. Like it's cool, especially when you're driving past at night. You're like, oh, that's like it pops out to you. But I just think like, ah, it's too much. But when it's done
yeah, it's just
nice,
like it's just fucking 20 years worth of lights that they've just got out the attic. Like
yeah. And some of them
never
do
took
look
them.
really old as well. Yeah, like the signs on them and stuff like that. But
Yeah, like the fucking Santa on a ladder.
at least they gave it an effort. If you had the money, if you was very like rich, or not even, we should say, let's say wealthy, like, would you do that one of those things that they do in like America where they sync it with like lights and they make like a proper event in like the streets? Like they look cool,
Yeah,
don't
they're
they?
yeah, they're cool. I'm seeing more lights now where they're like all the way around the guttering and over the fucking canopy and like down the door and that, but they're like proper RGB, so it flows along and changes colours like all in
Yeah, I like
sync.
those a lot, man.
Yeah, man. I do when I get a proper house, I do want to do like a nice display outside, but just proper clean.
Yeah, me too. Like I've got kind of a good canopy for it now because I live in like a terrace house, so there's like a porch where lights would go across. But yeah, I decorate the inside of my house, but I can't be arsed with the outside as I rent. But when I get my own place, I can proper do it
Yeah,
properly. But yeah, I don't really
feels
feel
more
like
like
there's any
yours, doesn't
point.
it?
It's a shame no one in my street does it, to be fair. Like in Halloween, which I like, there's people in my street that actually did it. They'd have like big spider webs on their drive and like big spiders on the houses and on the porch and shit. And like some people went out for Halloween in my street, but for Christmas, like there's some houses around here where you walk past and I've got some stuff in the windows and that. But in my actual street, no one's done anything. The only thing that someone's done, which I thought was like a nice touch, was like the sign that says like my street that was like covered in like tinsel, and I thought, someone's decorated like the road
Yeah,
street sign. I thought that's a nice little touch. I liked that, but
and it's fucking mistletoe,
it,
ironically.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's why they did it, but yeah, no one's done their house up or anything in my street for Christmas, but they did it for Halloween, so I do
Yeah.
wonder why.
Are there any? Because it's I feel like the past few years, like the kind of Christmas fucking spirit's kind of gone. I don't know if I'm just in the wrong like environments now, but because I used to work in a pub and I worked a couple of Christmas days,
Hmm.
and just all around Christmas week and stuff, it's just loads of tips. Fucking get yourself a drink, like Merry Christmas, all that kind of thing. I think that's faded over the last few years, maybe since COVID or something.
You
But
got a kid,
are there
hasn't that
any?
come forward more for you though? Like hasn't it
No, I
like
mean like
rebirthed itself?
no, I mean in my own kind of family and that, but I mean just out in the wild with normal
Hmm.
people, like shop shop people and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
you don't feel it's nice where I am because there's a little village, so and it's quite communal and just full of old people. So it's nice when you get around there. It's all lit up and it feels like a nice little. It feels neighbourly. It feels like you're with your people because it's just a small village.
Yeah,
But
community.
yeah, but I haven't really felt much of it. To be fair, I was at this house the other day doing some tires, and I had to do four tires on this one geezer's house, and he came out. He was like, "Oh, do you want a drink or anything?" I said, "Yeah, I'll just have a water," and he gave me water. And then he was like, "Do you need anything else?" I was like, "Nah," and he was proper sound. And then I just finished up the job and I knocked his door and said, "Oh, I'm all done." He was like, "Oh, I got you these cookies, man." He was like a big fucking six packer, like big chunky. He was like, "I just bought you these cookies because I work in M&S. I thought he'd give you these like to say thanks." And that was like, "Oh man, like that's mint. Thank you so much." And I said, "I didn't have lunch either today, so you just proper saved my day with them. Like
Yeah.
you've killed it with it." He was like, "Oh yeah, no worries." And he went back in, and I was just tidying the van away. He just come running back out again. He was like, "My mum's just made chicken biryani. If you want me to put some of that in a box," and I was like, "Oh no, no, man, no." It was like proper nice of him, man. He was just
Yeah.
dead cool geezer, and I can't take that. I feel like that's getting a bit cheeky, but I really appreciate the offer, man.
Yeah.
But you do feel a bit more of that around Christmassy time. Like people do feel a bit
People
more
give in.
joyful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it don't kind of activate it for me unless it snows, man.
Really?
Yeah, I want it to be proper like Christmassy and snowy. That's
It
when it
doesn't
feels
feel.
winter.
That's probably because you've grown up with like Christmas movies, and that's how it looks there. You know what I mean? So until it like looks like the hallmark
Yeah,
Christmas movies, it might not innately feel that way to you.
yeah. Are there any like fucking traditional phrases that like you feel cringy to say? Like just like saying Merry Christmas out loud to me like feels a bit like I don't know. This is going to be one of my things I think, but like good morning too like just feels dead cringy to me, man.
What?
Nah,
It's just
like
come
I
out
don't
so
mind.
nice.
Nah, but like when you get to an office or something, I don't mind saying like hello or you're right or whatever. But like to just go morning, it just feels so I don't know. It feels just silly.
I reckon it's because you're a miserable bastard, to be honest. I don't mind that. It depends. For me, if I'm going in that same scenario, if I'm going to an office and someone says morning, I'm like, yeah, morning. But if it's like they're so jolly and I'm like, hate that I've even woke up that morning, they're like, morning. I think, why are you so happy, you fucking bitch? But
Man,
me, what I hate in terms of Christmas is Xmas. I fucking hate Xmas.
mm,
I hate seeing it. I hate like it's spelled out. I hate when people say it instead of Christmas. Crimbo. I'll accept it. Not happy about it, but I'll accept it. Christmas, Merry Christmas, that's fine. Like it's even trying to move away from that because of quote unquote woke culture. That you meant to say like happy holidays now because people don't celebrate Christmas, but fuck off, it's Christmas. But yeah, Xmas I hate. Merry Xmas, or if it to put it in emails or on cards and that, just fucking say Christmas. I hate Xmas, but I don't think there's any like cringy things that when people say around the holidays or whatever that I feel like they'll say that.
Not holiday specifically, but just like greetings or stuff like that, man. Don't know what it is.
Mm.
Like just morning, just feels silly to me, man.
But what about if you're just like you took your son out for a morning walk in a park and just like a woman just walked past you and says morning.
You're right.
But do you hate that if she just said morning to you like that? You're like fucking bitch. Why are you saying morning?
Nah, I don't mind it. I think just coming out my own mouth is like just
Oh, so
feels awkward
you
to say.
don't like saying morning.
That's what, yeah, yeah. Nah, I don't mind receiving it. Like
I
just
bet if
saying
you're
it feels
calling up
strange.
someone, you say good afternoon, and then you sound like you think like good
I
afternoons,
wouldn't
like.
say good afternoon. Nah, nah, no good afternoon. Just fucking you're right. That'll do me.
Yeah, it's definitely a you thing. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because you don't say it, so it doesn't. It feels forced coming out your mouth. You know what I mean? Because it's not a natural
Yeah,
phrase in your vocabulary.
yeah. You just reminded me, man. This one time I got in early to work. I was in for like 7, so I've been up since like 6, and I got in early. It was just an office job. Fucking just in the office, sitting at my fucking desk at my thing, just like stirring my first coffee of the day, like dead tired, like sipping that, and then just logging on. This geezer comes in, just like like that weird fucking geezer I used to send you pictures of. He came in and his little fucking tradition every morning was Guten Tag. Like, so he come
Oh,
in,
that would
he went,
annoy me.
Guten Tag, everyone. And I was like, oh, man, it's fucking like 7:02, man. What the fuck? And he comes in, he's like, how's it going? Good morning. I was like, man. And then, but I was at my desk and he was like in the middle of the desks, man. He was just in my peripheral vision. I was just trying to just read emails with blurry eyes and he was just like fucking pacing around. And he was just like going, like making noises. And I just went, Chris, I went, you're killing me, man. You got to sit down. What you doing? It's so early. Just fucking, you're in my eye line, man. You're killing me. I had to say something, man. It was like, I was like, bro, read the room. It's 7 o'clock. None of us want to chat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If it's untraditional, like a good morning every morning, like yeah, it's nice, yeah, morning, whatever. But like, if you're coming in and hit me with some like Guten Tag shit and bonjour every day or something like that, that would fucking wind me up. I'm like, no, bro, just say hello, man. Just say fucking hello. You ain't gonna mix it up.
Yeah, because like someone like that, you see him coming and you're like, oh, just waiting for it. And when it drops, you think, fuck, like it just itches there, like you knew it was coming.
I think what I'd start doing, like genuine in that scenario, is start saying it before him, like steal his thing. Like he
I
comes
think I
in
did
and then I
once.
go, Guten Tag, and then he's like, oh fuck, that's my thing.
It's like, man, I've been Guten Tagging for months. We're going to bed.
Start pretending like I did it all the time.
Yeah, them office environments are weird, aren't they?
Yeah, I like them somewhat, but I always feel like, yeah, I always feel like I'm on the outside of it. I feel like office culture, even though like I technically work in an office, but I work remotely. Um, yeah, I just think like the inside jokes and the stuff to tell, it's kind of just like, I'd rather not be a part of it. It's cringy. It's the easy joke. It's like the first joke in the joke Rolodex. So they just pick the first one. It's like, like, fucking just say something that's a bit creative or funny. Like, stop going for the easy joke. And it's just all cringe banter. And I don't like any of it. Like, again,
Yeah,
that could be because I'm a miserable bastard, but I don't like any of that stuff here, to be honest.
just all the fucking, just the pantomime of it as well when there's like high ranking people in and everyone's like on the best behavior, fucking creeping around all the management and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, when if like someone wants to come to me and start talking about like work, I said, "Can you believe she said that I did this?" And I'm just like, "Man, I couldn't give a fuck." And like half the time, I don't even know what you're talking about because I don't. speak to people here. I just come here and do my job. You know what I mean? I don't know who Linda is. Like, what you tell me about what she said to someone. Like, I don't know any of these people, and I couldn't give
Yeah,
a fuck if I did.
I never contributed to any of that because I just thought if you're just giving me the slagging, like you're just going to be telling people shit about me too, so I ain't going to fuel your fire.
Yeah, and there's no point. Drops you in hot water if you just start chatting shit about someone behind their back. Who knows who that's going to get back to, and it's just not worth it. I couldn't give a fuck about any of those people. I just work with you. You know what I mean? I'll be nice. Most people I work with would probably like say that they had good chats with me and stuff like that. But yeah, I want to just clock in, clock out. I don't want to like go to the pub after work with you or something. You know what I mean? I'm done, man. Like I'm here for necessity, not because I want to be mates here.
Yeah, yeah, fucking work dues or whatever.
Yeah, I've had some
I
fun
rarely accept
ones,
them.
but like for the past 5 years, I've worked mostly in offices. But the most fun ones I've had is when I worked in like factory sort of environments, just because it's more bantery. I remember once I worked in that aerospace company. And we went fucking paintballing and went for a curry afterwards. That was a fucking laugh, man. That was a good time. I remember once um, it was Christmas Eve, we was in the office. We got everything done early, and they was like, "Yeah, you can finish early, but we're gonna have some fun before we like let you go." Then we all went down to like the factory. Told the factory people that I was already mates with and stuff like that, because I'd go back and forth office and factory, and they was like, "Yeah, lads, we're done for the day." So then we started drinking in the factory. We was pissed up by like 1 p.m. And then we started playing hide and seek and tagging shit in the warehouse, man. And it was fucking fun. Then about 3 o'clock, he was like, "Yeah, just fuck off home." But that was class. That was proper like fun as fuck. That was. But
Yeah,
yeah, when I've been in like an office factory, and it's like, yeah, just come to the office and like we have drinks and stuff here, and so and so gets there and he does this dance every year, and it's funny, and that. I was like, oh man, I don't want
oh,
nothing to
yeah,
do with that. You know what I mean? I'd rather just be at
yeah,
home.
or just the fucking stories a couple of days later, like, oh man, he was fucked last night, falling over, being sick in a
Yeah, I hear
taxi,
it
and that.
all, and I just think I don't want any part of any of that, man. Like, oh, did you hear Wayne? Oh, did I hear? Oh, you weren't there, was you? Oh, fucking this happened, that happened. I just think, oh, I'm glad I weren't there. Like, it just makes me
I'm
glad I
so
weren't
glad I
there.
weren't there. And then seeing him walk in and thinking, like, man, you're so embarrassed now, and just, oh, I'd hate to be in your position.
Yeah, and the amount
I
of
remember
stories
the
that I hear of like fucking people just like getting with each other and stuff at parties and at like office parties and stuff. Like, I don't even want
yeah,
to see or be a part of any of that shit either, man.
gross and cringy, man.
It is.
I remember the once in an office, we was just there was a woman coming round with the clipboard, like, oh, I heard her like a few desks away, like, oh, you coming to the Christmas party? Like taking names down. That I saw her working her way around. I was like, oh,
Morning.
fuck's sake. Yeah. I was like, fuck's sake, I'm gonna have to deal with this in a minute. Like,
Yeah.
like when you join something new or like a group session or something, like, right, we're gonna go around in a circle, introduce ourselves, and
Little
you think,
icebreakers.
you bastard. And it's just
Yeah.
coming round, you think, man. But yeah, she was like, Christmas party and that. And it got to our kind of round of desks, and it was a few people before me, and they like went, "Yeah, I'm coming," blah blah blah. And then next person, "Oh, I've got to get to a thing that day because, my son's giving it, and I got to blah blah." And then the guy next to me, and he was like, "Yeah, I can't make it. Like, I'm busy on that night. I got plans already." And it got to me, and they were like, "Coming to the Christmas party," and I just went, "Nah." And they went, "Oh, how come?" And I just went, "I can't be asked."
It's the
And
best
she
way
went,
to be, though.
yeah, and she went, "Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no worries." And then she went, and the two people before me went, "Oh, that was my real reason, really, but I just don't want to say it." Like, I was like,
Yeah.
"What, you fucking pussies? Then say the real reason, man. Get it out."
Yeah, it happened to be recently. I've been at my work just under 6 months, and obviously Christmas is coming up. And I've never met them because I'm based in Birmingham. The office is in Manchester, so I just don't ever go in there. Um, so like I only know them through like video calls and meetings and all that type of stuff. And obviously the Christmas dues come up like last week, and they kept saying for like a couple of weeks like, "You coming, Dan? Like it'd be nice to like meet you and you meet the team and everyone will be there and have a laugh and blow off some steam." And at first, like the initial thought in my head, because I'm usually someone, as you know, that's just like nah. And I thought like like the legit like would want to meet me because they don't know me. So like it just feels harsh to just be like, nah, fuck yeah, you know what I mean? So I was like in my head thinking like, man, should I just sound like Jewish or something? You know what I mean? Like just so like they can't keep asking me if I say no. You know what I mean? Like let's
Yeah,
put such a gauntlet like anchor down and been like, fuck off. But
Yeah.
like,
Should be like, "Hi, I'm bitch, I ain't coming."
yeah, like, bitch, we ain't celebrating Hanukkah in this office, are we? But
Yeah.
I just said, nah, I'm not really up for it, to be honest. And then was in like a meeting like 2 weeks ago, and it was like exactly a week before, and they're like, yeah, we know the Christmas dues in a week, everyone like excited and ready for it, like the venue's all booked and all that. And then they went like, Danny, you coming? And I was just have to unmute my mic and be like, nah, I don't think so, man. And then they were like, oh, come on, it'd be nice to get there. We'll get you drinks and everything, all that type of stuff. We'll all look after you. And I just went, yeah, man, nah, I ain't up for it, man. And then, like, literally, like 2 days before again, it was like, oh, Dan, you coming? Oh, I was just like, fuck, I should have said I was Jewish, man. I could have just laid that shit down or something, you know what I mean? Like, I just couldn't
Yeah.
be asked for it. But yeah, I just, office work dudes just aren't for me, man.
Nah, just pretending to fucking like everyone. It's like overtime of pretending to like everyone, at you?
I think
You've
people
already been
do,
doing it.
though. I think people do. Like, people go into these work offices and I see, like, real cliques and bonds. But like I said, I don't. It's like school in the sense that, like, you had friends at school, but you'd never, like, really be mates with them outside of it. They were just, like, work and school friends. I see the same thing. Like, I'll go there and it's like, oh, that guy's in. I know I can have a chat with someone and I'm like, good for that. But, like, yeah, like, I ain't going to be, like, real mates to these people. I don't know. Again, it could just be me being a fucking miserable knob, but, like, I'm just so different, especially, like, working in the sort of industry that I work in. It's like, it's a certain type of person. I feel like I feel like a factory and stuff when I've worked in those, and factory offices, because it's all kind of linked. I have made like good friends there because I feel like it's on my level of like banter. You know what I mean? It's like just ribbing each other and taking the piss, and it's kind of laddie. And I'm not really a laddie dude, but then when you go into like an office, there's those laddie dudes that are in there, but they're so cringy and like they are like different people. Like, so yeah, it's very rare that someone's like me in like an office sort of environment. When you go to like a factory or like I said, an office that's in a factory type of thing, that you do get those because they're just regular fucking blue collar, you take the piss out of with each other lads. But the office people, they're a little bit different.
Yeah, I felt the same as well when I started my first office role because I just worked in pubs and garages and fucking gardening and shit before it, and then like I landed a nice cozy office job, and I just thought I just don't feel like I fit in with them people because they've been
Yeah.
doing it for years and they're just clean office people with the fucking finance cars and that, and I just thought, man, I don't feel like I fit in here until I'd been there like a couple of years, and then I essentially was one of them people.
Yeah. Yeah. It ain't for me. I think you kind of answered it earlier when thingy, but is the and it might have changed because it has for me, but what's your like Christmas sort of like I've got to do this Christmas day, like like I know it's Christmas when I'm doing that, like whether that be like you said, you get up in the morning, you're making the coffee and you're like, that's the tradition, that's the thing for me. Like what makes a Christmas day for you? Like something you gotta do.
Yeah, I think games. We like to have our games and shit the night before. Like
That's
that's a
like a
little
tradition at
tradition.
this point, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, for the morning for me, it's just I've only had a son for 3 years, so it's changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
But we don't. To be fair, like when I was growing up, my family weren't very traditional anyway, so we didn't really have traditions like, oh, we always watch this film on Christmas, or we always have the pajamas or fucking hot chocolate or something like that. We just it was a bit of a just boring, like disconnected family, really. We
Just
had
doing it just because it's Christmas rather than enjoying the fact it's Christmas.
yeah, we had nice days, and we got good gifts, and fucking we always had anything we wanted, and it was just it was still a lovely vibe, but it was never just set traditions. We just got on with it. But I'm trying to kind of break that mold and set traditions and shit with my family because when I first went to Amy's on that first Christmas I was with her, and it was like hectic. I was like, man, there's so many fucking people, and it's just presents to the ceiling. And come on, we have our Christmas dinner around the table. Let's do the crackers, fucking Christmas hats on, all that kind of thing. I was like, oh, like this is a bit fucking cringy, like traditional fucking. But 2 or 3 years in, I was like, it started changing me, man. I was like, yeah, man, it's time for fucking Christmas crackers and fucking, put the Christmas at time and a glass of wine with the dinner. And it just, I did kind of mold into this is nice, actually. It feels more family. Like it don't just feel disconnected.
Always the same way, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I do like to. I put the fire on on the TV. We wrap the door frame in Christmas paper, so he has to burst through it.
That's a cool tradition. I like that.
Yeah, because he like bursts in and then all the shit's there. Lights on, make a
Do you
coffee, and
film it
just
every time?
yeah,
Yeah, do it to even when he's like a teenager, so you can literally got like a collage of him breaking through and seeing him like
yeah,
older every year. That'd be cool.
yeah, man. Yeah, and yeah, just the little fake fire on the TV, cup of coffee, just relax and just slowly open stuff, man.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it's just from ours to my mum's, and then to Amy's, presents there, dinner there, then to my nan's, like some
Oh,
buffet shit,
I
chill there.
wouldn't like that. It's too much business on Christmas Day now. That is, man.
But it's just our tradition. Now. It just feels normal, and it ticks all the
Yeah.
boxes. You get to see everybody.
Yeah, like for me, I even as a kid, like I remember, like just quickly divert. I remember like when me and you started hanging out like properly. I was like, yeah, just come knock on my door. Like I live here and that, and you like turned up, and it was like 5 p.m. And you knocked on my door. My mum was like, yeah, he's just upstairs asleep. Go wake him up. And you was like, what? Like asleep? Like I've always been someone that's loved just sleeping in, man. Um, so Christmas, I liked the idea of like when you're excited and giddy before you can't sleep because you know that Christmas is and you're like, oh, I might get the thing I wanted to get tomorrow and all that. Um, but yeah, like I hated that I had to get up early. I hated that Christmas was so early, man. And then when I used to go with Joe and go and spend Christmas there, like I said, we'd always get picked up early. Me and him used to like, man, like, oh, fuck's sake, yeah, I know it's early. And once we got there, we were set up and that. But it was the same thing because they were a big family, dinner all around the table, eventually getting all in matching pajamas. And the first time I was like, this ain't me, man. Like, but then a couple of years later, I was like, this is nice stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I still didn't really like it. And it was like, oh, you got to take all these pictures in matching pajamas. And I was like, ah. Like, I'd take the piss out myself for doing that. Like if anyone else is doing it, I'd be like, "You fucking idiot! What are you doing that for?" But it's kind of nice. But yeah, there's something about it that I'm still even just like, it's a little bit cringy. But I know what you mean. How you kind of fit in. You're like, like it almost be if they did a year where that wasn't a thing anymore. I'd be like, yo, where's the matching pajamas, man? Like this is Christmas. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
what are
yeah,
we
yeah.
doing here? We're gonna do it, or we're gonna do it.
Yeah, like you become the sad one.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I used to like doing that, but now since I've like not got to go anywhere and I have my own thing, my favorite thing to do on Christmas is literally just getting up whenever the fuck I want to get up, man. Like that's my
Yeah,
Christmas thing. Like it's a day where I've got to go and do traditional stuff, see certain family, or whatever. But like, there's no time of like you've got to be here at 10 or we're doing this or you're having food at this time. Like last year was one of the best Christmases I had in a while because I'm someone who doesn't like roast dinners, Sunday dinners, Christmas dinner. They can all fuck off. It's overrated to me. I'm happy though with a Christmas sandwich, man. So the thing for me is I just got up when I want to get up, and then I just went and had like a just Christmas sandwich, and then I just chilled out for the fucking day, man. Like to me, that's Christmas for me. Doing whatever the fuck I want to do. That's like Christmas to myself.
yeah, yeah. I love that, man. Like we said before, just any little wins that just feel good to you, just fucking embrace it, man.
Just getting up
However
and then
small it
just
is.
chilling with my cats and be like, yo, it's fucking Christmas, and just like playing with them and that, and not thinking like today's just a day of just doing whatever I want to do, man. And I
Yeah,
like enjoying that.
yeah. I like the whole day. I like just the whole day from start to finish. It's kind of weird for me because as we was talking about before, like when you go on holiday and you're in the airport just tired as fuck and just kind of stressed out. But I'm just like, man, I don't give a shit, man. I'm going on holiday. Like I'm tired, but I'm going on holiday. It's like that Christmas morning for me. I kind of have that fog of like tiredness, but it kind of adds to the feeling of like I'm tired, but I should be, man. It's Christmas morning,
Yeah, I get that.
it's yeah,
Right,
and
you just pop something into my head there. I wanna go over some stuff here. So I
okay,
just said
no,
then the Christmas food. Like I know you don't like cranberry and stuff like that. I do, but what would you say Christmas themed wise is the most overrated food, like Christmas things. So it could be like from like sweets, chocolate, or like stuff on that you'd have on like a dinner.
Mm.
The thing that pops into my head, if you want me to go first, so you can think on it, is candy canes, man. Fuck them. Fuck them, man.
Yeah,
Peppermint. Who the
yeah, they're
fuck wants to
shit.
suck one of them? They're always stuck in the fucking wrapper. The break. They taste like shit. They're good as a decoration, but as a food, as a sweet, as a candy or whatever,
Yeah.
awful.
On the adverse, pigs in blankets,
Oh,
not overrated, but why don't we just fucking have them all year round,
yeah, they're
man?
great, man. Christmas sandwich,
That's
I
it.
love every year, man. Like, cranberry's lovely.
Yeah,
What I
I
like
like
as
chicken and
well
stuffing sandwiches too.
is getting like the Reese's pieces, like Christmas trees. They're a fucking good time too.
Yeah, but nah, nothing else really. I think fucking turkey's a bit dry always, but like
Yeah, turkey shit.
I don't like sprouts. I don't like fucking parsnips.
Oh, parsnips are right. Sprouts a bit. Yeah, not really a big fan of them. But yeah, turkey shit. It's just a worse chicken. I'd rather just have chicken. To be fair.
Yeah, my my main thing is enjoying the whole Christmas day, but then just being proper gutted at the end when it's finished. Like putting my son to bed and like his day's done, and it's gonna feel like 10 years till the next fucking Christmas for him. And then Boxing Day is nice because it's a relaxed one, but it's also like, man, it's all finished. Like,
Reality
and we
starts
just got,
seeping back in, though.
yeah, like my wallet's empty. There's fucking boxes everywhere.
Yeah. What
But it's
about
like when
go on?
it's like when I have mates around, man. Like if I come to yours for a few hours, or I have people around here, like you come round for just 3 or 4 hours to hang out. Like when you leave, it just feels so like empty and just such a downer. Like I get proper downers,
Because
man. When you
it's been like high energy and high octane, then it's just like it's low energy again. You're like like you're missing it. You're missing like the sort of
yeah,
upbeatness.
yeah, but it ain't like it's not relief of like, oh, like we can relax now. It's like, oh man, they've gone, man. I just feel dead fucking. It's proper missing there. Like there was energy just.
Yeah, yeah, I can understand that. To be fair. But I looked up before this actually because I was interested because I want to see like out of touch. Well, you might be a bit more in touch because you have a kid. But I asked ChatGPT and I looked around at some of the sources. But I asked what the top selling Christmas toy was from the day we were born to today, like this
Fuck.
Christmas.
Mm.
So what do you reckon in 1994? And I actually got these, but later on was the best selling toy line in 1994, if you had to guess,
Toys.
for Christmas.
So we're not talking like PS1 or fucking.
I'll put in toys, but I might ask after this just best selling thing. But yeah, these are specifically
Is
like
it?
toys.
Is it Action Man?
It's not, it was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers action figures.
You got that?
Not on that year, but a few years later, I did get some Mighty Morphin Power Ranger action figures. To be fair,
Well, obviously we were just born then, so
so there is consoles and stuff on here, so it ain't specifically toys. So 1999 was Pokemon cards, which I definitely got some then, but I don't remember what I got around then, to be fair. 2006 was the Nintendo Wii, of course.
give me some more dates, man. Like what's like 96, 97?
So 90s,
PS1's around then.
I can't see the PS1 on here, so that's why I'm a bit like, But it might, again, it might not be because it's worded toys, but then like the Nintendo Wii and stuff's on here and the Wii U and stuff, so I don't know. 96 was Tickle Me Elmo.
Okay, hell.
1997, the Tamagotchi.
Nice. Did you have
98
one?
was the Furby. I did have a Tamagotchi, yeah. My whole
Yeah,
house
I
had
did.
one. Like my mom had one, I had one, my brother had one. Like we all had one, to be fair. And we used to like keep it on like the side in the kitchen. And, like every night we used to go and like feed it and do whatever you fucking do with it. And then eventually I
Yeah.
just didn't give a fuck that mine died. And once it died once, I was like, yeah, just stay on the fucking side. That is, didn't give a shit about it anymore. The year 2000, the Razor scooter.
Mm.
Um, 2007 was the iPod Touch, which I do remember being big. It sounds weird, man. Like, if you had to guess, like today in today's day, what do you reckon the hot sort of thing for Christmas this year is in terms of sales and toys?
Switch.
See, I would have thought that too, but that was last year apparently. And Labubu dolls, it said. But
Hmm.
this year is a few things like what hot items apparently for this Christmas. Peppa Pig oinks and snuggles baby Evie. So, because I think they just had like a child canonically, and that didn't have they had like another kid, so it's probably a toy of that. Wicked singing dolls, which
Hmm.
kids really that into that. And then Lego Formula One slash Hot Wheels.
I was going to say, is there any Lego on the list from the early days? But yeah, it's mad how it's changed. But it should still be kids' toys and stuff, shouldn't it, for Christmas? But I just feel like nothing captures that magic anymore. Like just Tamagotchis and Action Mans and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. I think it gets obviously skewed as you get a little bit older, doesn't it? Because when you just want something, you fucking buy. Like you don't wait till Christmas to get something now. Like if a new console comes out, like the PS6, you're not gonna be like, oh, I'll wait for that under my tree. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah,
you just get it. So like, there ain't that excitement isn't gonna go. Um,
yeah. Yeah, I miss being a kid on Christmas, man.
so I'm looking. See if the PS1's on this one. The PS1's not on any of them. To be fair, what year did the PS1 come out? Do you think? Like early
I was trying to
2000?
think. Nah, it's got to be before that. I had one when I was a kid, man. I'm thinking PS2 was 2000. It's got to
Yeah,
be 95.
even the PS2 had on here, so I don't know how much I can believe it. But like, the Nintendo Wii and stuff's on here, so maybe they just didn't do that well around Christmas. I don't know. Um,
PS1's got to be 95, I reckon.
yeah, it says 95 was Beanie Babies and Toy Story Buzz Lightyear figure.
Yeah, I had one of them.
I had one of them as well. I had,
But the wings used to chop out.
yeah, so yeah, 1999 was Pokemon Red and Blue. So yeah, I was 5 and I had that. That's when it came out, and I fucking loved it. Um,
Do you remember
2006.
when? Do you
Gone.
remember when like PS3 brought us together?
Yeah.
Remember the actual time though, when we was in IT, and like because I got my PS3 for Christmas, didn't I? At like fucking 15 years old or whatever.
Mm.
But it would have been 14 actually. And yeah, I got my PS3 for Christmas, and I was chatting to this fucking kid. I was chatting to Kieran. I was like, "Yeah, I got PS3." Like, blah, blah, blah. And you were like, "Yo, Ryan, you got PS3?" I was like, "Yeah, man." And you were like, "Yo, come and sit by us, man. Fucking add me later. Like, we'll play some shit." I remember the distinct day where you were like, "Yo, you got PS3?" Because it was PS or Xbox back then, and most kids are just on Xbox, weren't they? So I think you were just
Yeah.
like, "Yo, fucking, he's got PlayStation. Like, he's on the fucking right side." So you're like, "Yo, just add me later. We'll play." And just from that day, just fucking changed everything, man.
Yeah, but then you say like, "Oh, I have one. I'm having problems with it," and I was like, "Yeah, just message me later about it then. Like, here's my MSM and whatever." And then I'm like, "I fixed it. Like, I help you fix it."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I do remember that.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's good times.
Oh yeah, I'm looking. 2024 best Christmas thing is Taylor Swift merchandise, man.
Fuck me.
But I suppose she's like huge.
Do you think we just think of it through like tech heads? We just think of gadgets and fucking
Well,
games,
2020
don't
it
we?
says PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. 2021 was the Grogu animatronic, which is the Baby Yoda, which of course big, and then it says AirPods also. Um, yeah, so this like because I've put in just more less toys and just what is more like just gifts. The now it says 2025 is AI companion toys. Just a bit vague, don't know what that means. And then it also says retro gaming consoles. And then smart home and wellness tech. That's probably like fitness stuff.
Yeah, like Echoes and shit, like Alexas and that.
But yeah, like the PS4 and PS5 and stuff on here, but the PS1 and PS2 aren't. So like, even though the PS2 is the best selling console of all time, like maybe they just weren't as big as like selling wise as like yeah, like a Furby was and like the fucking Toy Story stuff was. You know what I mean? That was probably way fucking bigger than that shit back then. But yeah, you start getting to like the later noughts and you start seeing like 2010, like the iPad. You know, nothing was as big as that. 2013, a PlayStation 4, and the techno robotic puppy, even in 2013, man, them things are fucking.
Okay, no.
There's going to be real ones soon.
Yeah, yeah, fucking Boston Dynamics.
Yeah,
What age do you
2018,
reckon?
Fortnite merchandise and V-Bucks.
Yeah. What age do you reckon you've got to be to would just have never seen a fucking a landline phone?
Do you mean no?
Because yeah, because imagine just saying to a kid now, like even a 15-year-old has probably never seen a fucking landline at this point. You just be like, before we just had a phone in the house, just was just it wasn't mobile, and it was just the house's phone, and it just had like a 6-digit number, and it just stayed in the house, it had nothing else. It was just a phone.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
That's
it's
a good, that's
crazy
a good
because
question.
you couldn't message. So like I'd be at my nan's or something, and my dad would just call the landline to just tell me something.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember like
Fucking
I had a
weird.
landline on. You could text to it, but it like read it so slow. And it was like a shit robotic voice, man. Like you could actually text to it, but I remember that
Yeah,
was like much later in the landline sort of lifespan, though.
yeah, definitely. And I remember because I was at my nan's, and when I just started getting texts, I got curious and wondered what would happen if you text the landline. And I just text it and listened to it, and it was like,
Good
"Hello,
morning.
my name is this," and then I'd just wait till I was in the house with my nan, and I'd just start texting her like fucking eat shit and stuff, and she'd be like, "Hello," and it'd just be like, "Eat shit," and she'd just go, "What the fuck?" Just put it down again, and I'd just keep texting it random shit.
Yeah, yeah, that is a good question. But like, I wonder now, like, and I want to get into this as well. Like, if you was to show like Max, well, maybe not right now because he doesn't really understand how the sort of world works in a sense right now. But let's say Max is 10 years old and you show him like Home Alone. To him, like the fact that like Kevin just is at home and he can't just like text his mum like, "Yo, I'm at home. What are you doing?" Like that movie doesn't work even today. So like Max growing up there, he's gonna grow up with the way he knows the world. Like even watching a film, which don't even seem that long ago for us, but it is like 30, maybe 40 fucking years ago, whatever. Like, does he think he watch it? Is he gonna watch that film and be like, why couldn't he though? Why couldn't he just like text? It's
Yeah.
like to grasp the idea of like it don't really work like that though. Like it seems so limiting, doesn't it? That it was like that at one point, and we kind of experienced it as well.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I remember phones coming in that just they were the latest phone and they had text on them, and the generation before just didn't have
I
texts.
remember being like mind blown by like how about hotel? You're going into like a sort of chat room and there's like all these people online, like, oh, we're all here at the same time and we can all like chat and interact with each other like in real time over the internet. Like I remember being like blown away by that concept. And you remember like PlayStation Home, where like you had
Mm.
your avatar and we spent some time in there, like, whoa, we're just all here. Like that was a mad concept. Now you got like VR chat room and shit like that. Like it comes a long way, doesn't it, man? But I remember like experiencing like those chat room stuff for the first time and being like, whoa, like MMOs and things I used to play on like my laptop and stuff back in the day and like typing with people in real time as we're like slaying a dungeon and stuff like that. I remember being like, this is crazy. Like this is all in real time over the internet. But
Or even just open mic in a fucking COD lobby, just everyone with a mic on. And it
yeah.
just your brain kind of opens up to like shit, like so many people just exist and are just playing this same shit that I'm playing.
Yeah. That used to be a little tradition for me as well. Like they used to call it in like the Christmas news for COD, getting on COD on Christmas Day and fucking some
Yeah,
people
of
up.
course.
That had like
Yeah,
a good sort of feeling for it because they did like, especially in the early days, like Crash, like Christmas Crash map and stuff like that. Had like a nice Christmassy feel, like playing some games. Video games is a
yeah,
big thing in my life, but like yeah, on Christmas Day and like what we do around Christmas Eve, sort of into Christmas. Yeah, it's a nice feeling just jamming on video games, isn't it?
yeah. And like the GTA map as well, where they make it all snowy on
Yeah, and
GTA
you could have
5.
like snowball fights and stuff online. That was fun as
Yeah,
well, wasn't it? GTA 6 is going to be so good, man. We should definitely
yeah,
stream a lot on GTA 6, even on this
mm,
Twitch and stuff like that. So
yeah, for sure.
that could be fun to do, doing the role playing things. That'll be a laugh.
Yeah, I do miss that Christmas crash, just with the fucking Santa flying over like every
Yeah, it's
couple
the
of minutes.
airstrike. Yeah, it was the airstrike. So if you got an airstrike, it was like
Oh
Santa
yeah,
like dropping shit. It was cool, man. We've got one right now on Black Ops 7, to be fair, hijacked. Called
mm,
Sleigh Jacked, and it is like in the air instead of like on the thing, and you're like on like a sort of like Santa thing, and it's not as good as the other Christmas stuff they've had, but at least they're doing something.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully, I can get off work early-ish this year and fucking jump on. I'll be on either way, but hopefully, have a nice day at work.
Yeah, I'm working full time on Christmas Eve as well. To be fair,
Yeah. Oh,
like in
okay,
9 till
fair enough.
5, so it ain't no rush to get on. It'll just be like an evening one, like it is usually. Maybe we'll
Yeah,
even
man.
stream on Christmas Eve, play some games Christmas Eve, and fuck knows.
Yeah, yeah, man.
But
I'm fucking up for it.
Christmas films, you said you don't really do that. Now, do you do it? Do you like a Christmas
Yeah,
film?
so yeah, I do, to be fair. It's there's a few I like. We found a film last year that we watched called That Christmas, which I think came out last year. It's like it's just something new. And like the first 10 minutes are a bit like modern and wokey, like because it's animated and they're
Mm,
all on the phones and it's very like selfie, like fucking like modern kids kind of thing.
yeah,
But it breaks out with that pretty quickly and then it's just at the end it's a really good fucking film and I was like, oh, we'll make that our film. Like as a three, like we'll make that our yearly film to watch.
yeah. So that was one of my questions. Then, what's like a film that you go to, and then what's an overrated or Christmas film that you hate?
Probably fucking Elf or like fucking Muppets Christmas fucking Carol or something.
Elf was
Because
my answer. I don't like it at all, man. It's
yeah,
overrated as fuck.
yeah, I like Arthur Christmas. I do, and fucking we
Mm.
watched Home Alone the other day.
I love Home Alone. It's my favorite. It's my favorite Christmas film. To be fair, I watch Home Alone, and a tradition that I've watched like every year, pretty much since it's come out. It's called Klaus. It's a great Christmas film. It's like animated. Shout out to that film. Recommend it if anyone out there is listening and wants a Christmas film. It's good, man.
Yeah, yeah, that Christmas is our new film. It's pretty good, man.
They did one last year, or maybe the year before. That was quite good. With like The Rock and Chris Evans. Did you ever watch that one? Where they got to like Santa's been kidnapped and they got to like rescue, and he's like a superhero.
Nah,
It's a fucking good film. Watch that. It's a laugh. That film is. It's silly, but like The Rock is like an elf, but he's not because like it works differently how to like people act think Christmas is even like The Rock's like huge, and there's like magic and stuff, and like Santa's played by like J.K. Simmons, who's like John Jonah Jameson,
oh, yeah, I
and
like him. Yeah.
there's just like a clip of him where he's like telling the Rock to like load up his plates, and he's like getting ready for Christmas, and he's just like bench pressing like mad numbers and that, and like he's like really like strong and powerful, and like he gets like kidnapped or something, and like gotta like go and break him down, but it's because the like magic and the Rock's like the Santa's like bodyguard or whatever, like he's like just dead sick. But that's a laugh. I think it's got a red one or something like that. It's a really good film. I'd recommend that. It's just it's a laugh. But yeah, Home Alone's just the GOAT Christmas movie for me. I think, man.
Yeah, yeah, man, it's good. I think there's one. I've never watched Bad Santa with fucking
Oh, I love
Billy
Bad Santa.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, great film. I love Bad Santa. I haven't watched it for a few years, but I watched it all the time when it first came out when I was younger. Great film. Still not seen the second one. He did number two like a few years back. I didn't watch that one yet. Maybe this year I
Yeah,
will.
you still feel like you want to do something fucking mad and spontaneous, like you were talking about the other day. Like maybe the fucking open mic or some shit like just something
Yeah,
crazy like that. Still
yeah, I
feeling
think
like
so.
that.
Yeah, it's getting more and more and more. If anything.
I'm feeling like it a little bit. Like I might just want to do a fucking one of them white collar fucking boxing things for charity or something.
Mm.
Just have a fight. Like
Yeah, I don't know. It is getting worse. And earlier, I went for Japanese food with Kyron, who was on the podcast last week. We went for Japanese food, and he was like, "Oh, there's this place opened up, man, where like it's like rolls of that like claw machine. It's like being in Japan, and they've got like drum game and shit like that." And he was like, "Just come, like we're gonna just do the claw machine, have a laugh." And I went there, and it was very like Japan feeling. All the people that worked there were Japanese, and it was all just like Asian people in there playing the games and that. And I just said, man, I'll miss it so bad. Like it made me want to be back there, man, because it was like it was very similar. Like, to be fair, like if you was just like the yellow man off Google Maps and just drop and dragged in there, you would think maybe that you were in Japan. Like they do a really good job of it, to be fair, but it's not to the magnitude of obviously being over there itself, but I was over there and I was like, man, like it was making me like miss it deeply. I was like, I need to be back over there, man. I really do. And then because of that, again, like you said, it's making me feel like I want to just do something, just fucking mix it up, man, and do something mad or spontaneous. So yeah, you hit me hard earlier, man, and earlier as well, because I was out in the middle of Birmingham, and obviously it's like at this point. It's the 20th, so it's like 5 days before Christmas. Obviously, it's fucking hectic because people are doing last minute Christmas shopping. And I used to, when I was a bit younger, I used to like going out around those times and seeing the lights and how they do the streets and the Christmas markets and that type of stuff. I used to really like that. But now I think shopping in real stores is overrated as fuck, man. Give me Amazon. I hope Amazon kills every fucking store, man.
Yeah, I went out earlier and to Mariel, and it was surprisingly not that fucking big. Yeah, I don't like it at this time. Everyone's like fucking rushing about and like pushing past you, and just they forget any kind of spatial awareness or fucking social cues, like just
Yeah.
pushing past and getting in your way and shit. And yeah, then just queuing up for ages.
Oh, it was
Yeah, it's
crazy,
fucking
man.
shit.
It was crazy. And I don't know who watches and listens, but like, if you don't know Birmingham, I fucking hate it. I hate going anywhere as it is. But the amount of just crackheads that you just see out, man. And what maybe I'll put footage on it at this point because I recorded it. There was just a dude right walking, and he had like just a bag over his head, but like a sort of like like a papery sort of bag that you get like from like a Primark or something. And he just had it over his head, and he was walking up the steps. I was like, why has this motherfucker got a bag on his head? And like me and Colin was like looking at each other like, what the fuck's this dude? And then we followed like him into the train station because he was going that way anyway. And he just turned around and he had it like ripped at the front. And he was just on the phone. He was going, like chatting. I was like, man, why has he got a bag on his head just chatting shit to people? And then at one point, a completely different instance was like crossing the road. And there was this like crackhead dude just hobbling. And he just turned around to us and he went like, Just like screamed at us, and he just started like screaming in the middle of the road. And I just walked up, and he just hobbled off down the road. And I was like, man, why do I leave the house?
Okay, now.
Just crackheads everywhere.
I was in Birmingham the other day, fucking fitting some tyres. And I was just in the back of the van doing these fucking tyres. This guy just come up and went, mate, what PSI do you put in a tyre? And I went, what car? And he went, it's a van. I went, what van? I was like, man, it depends on loads of things. What PSI do you put in a tyre? I was like, mate, what size shoe do you put on a man? Like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
How can I answer that?
That is a bad question, man. How panicked do you need to be as well to just ask a stranger that? Like, what scenario was he in, man?
I think it's just one of them where he just seen me and thought, oh, I'm going to try and make conversation for no reason. What can I think of?
Yeah, we was walking as well. It was so funny. We was walking and we went to go like right, and we saw that there was just like a bunch of like charity workers, like high vis on like the things to like donate. I said, "Oh, let's go that way." And like I was with a couple of people with Kyra and that, and they were like, "Nah, because you go that way, we're just gonna get asked and begged for stuff." And I was like, "Ah, fair enough." So we went the other way, and then I literally cracked, and I was like, "Excuse me, any money, please?" I was like, "Oh, fuck it." I was like, don't matter which way you fucking go. You know what I mean? You're just gonna get asked for shit anyway.
Yeah, I hate them fucking street cold callers, man. They have them in the Morrisons by me, just on the exit of the till. It's like, man, fuck off. You can't just trap me into talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm clearly looking at the floor, bro. Leave me alone.
Do you think as well they asked more people who've bought like a lot of shopping because they know that you've got money to spend? Like if you just go in there and just get milk and sugar, they're like, ah, I won't bother that person. They probably ain't got enough money. But you're getting like a week's worth of shopping, you got a couple of bags and that they think, oh, this cunt's got some dosh.
Yeah. Payday for this geezer. Funny as well, because by me, the population is generally quite old. Like probably 80% of the fucking people around here are like 60 plus.
Mm.
And there's always just like a will writers in the fucking one by me. But they don't speak to me, so it's all right. They're just
Yeah.
like, oh, he's a young bastard. You don't want a will yet.
Now, one day they're gonna get you with that though, and you're gonna be like, fuck. Oh,
I'm at that point.
yeah, I'm at the point where I'm getting asked about wills and shit now.
Yeah. Hair transplants, mate. Any good?
uh, should we fucking wrap it up there, you think? It's just over an
Has it
hour.
been an hour?
Just over an hour. I've got it 1:15 right now.
Fucking hell, it's gone quick, man. Time flies when you're chatting shit.
Exactly, man. And we always fucking chat shit. Time is a flying, man. You're 32 soon.
Yeah, now let's forget about that.
Yeah. Yeah, we should
Peace
wrap
and
it
love,
up.
and I'm going to use a cringy to me fucking Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas if you listen to this. That's from me and especially Ryan.
You filthy animals.
Peace out.